Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here. And today I want to talk about, once again, Microsoft Copilot, because they've got a new privacy issue brewing. And actually, they're advertising this one, and I don't think a lot of people realize this. So, Benj Edwards of Ars Technica had a really good write-up on this. So I'm cribbing from him, but here's basically what's going on. About a week ago Monday, Microsoft unveiled updates to basically its consumer AI assistant known as Copilot. They introduced two experimental features for a limited group of subscribers. It costs about $20 a month, and the two core new Copilot offerings are Copilot Labs and Copilot Vision. Now, Labs integrates OpenAI's latest O1 reasoning model, and Vision allows Copilot to see what you're browsing in Edge. And now you know where I'm going with this. Now, Microsoft says that Copilot Labs will serve as a testing ground for Microsoft's latest AI tools before they see a wider release. And the company is describing it, basically this offering, as a, quote, glimpse into work in progress projects. Now, the first feature available in Labs is called Think Deeper, and it uses step-by-step processing to solve more complex problems than the regular Copilot offers a regular non-paying user. Now, Think Deeper is Microsoft's version of OpenAI's new O1 preview and O1 mini AI models, and it has so far been rolled out into some Copilot Pro users in Australia, Canada, New Zealand, the UK, and here in the United States as well. Copilot Vision is an entirely different thing. Now, this new feature essentially aims to give the AI assistant a visual window into what you're doing within the Microsoft Edge browser. When enabled, Copilot can, quote, understand the page you're viewing and answer questions about its content, according to Microsoft. And Benj Edwards said it best, and I'll quote him directly as I've been paraphrasing, but this is a quote: privacy-sensitive users may not appreciate having an AI assistant monitor their activities, especially if those features send user data to the cloud for processing, end quote. And this is the same issue that we had with Microsoft Recall. Now, if you recall, it was going to take low-level snapshots, or actually, I think it was high-res snapshots, like every few seconds of everything that you were doing on your computer. So you could go back months and say, like, what was that website that I went to where I got that, like, chicken recipe or whatever? And Recall would be like, boom, you did it, like, you know, on July 2nd, here's the site, etc., etc. That's a great feature, but imagine all the things that it's snapshotting. Potentially, if you have your password manager opened or whatever, it can take a snapshot of your passwords. If you're writing a sensitive document, it can take a sensitive picture of that. This Vision would be able to do the same thing. You know, and I mean, imagine if you're on sensitive websites, or imagine if you're writing a sensitive email. It could potentially see it, take it, process it in Microsoft's cloud. Now, like, these are the issues that we are talking about. There is a balance here between privacy, actual privacy, and advancement in technology that helps us move the ball forward. You know, and I have no issues with AI helping us move forward, but the privacy controls and the privacy framework is seriously lacking, one, legal status in most countries. Even the EU is still figuring out their AI Act for the most part. And so by virtue of that, that gives loopholes to allow Microsoft and its partner, in this case, OpenAI, to potentially train on that sensitive stuff. Not to mention, does it start to understand my behavioral controls? Like, maybe I'm reading news all day long, and so they start building a profile on me to say, oh, well, Nick reads news morning, noon, and night, which for the record is a true thing for me. I'm a news junkie, you know, when it comes to that kind of stuff. But you know what? Maybe I'm on adult websites all day too. And by virtue of that, you know, does it have a whole section that says Nick's a perv? Like, you know, or knows my preferences when maybe I don't want it to know my preferences. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm in the closet. You know, and these are things that I think that we need to really understand and focus. And if there is a true artificial, basically intelligence out there that can act as an assistant in some way, shape, or form, then it's going to have deeply intimate and personal details about you, because you have mannerisms, tics, ways of writing, things you're viewing, preferences on everything, whether it's adult preferences or not, and it's going to see it all. And it could potentially report it to Microsoft. Now, what does that basically give Microsoft an incentive to? Advertise those things that I want to see. And what does that turn Microsoft into? A massive advertising company like a Facebook and Google. And so I think that's potentially where this is going. And I've also talked in the past about essentially the push to change copyright and intellectual property laws to favor and give a carve out an exception for artificial intelligence so they can't be sued on this, which means they may be carving out an exception to say, well, if we're data mining your data, maybe we don't have legal recourse, or they have some kind of indemnification we're not thinking about. These are things that we need to basically address. And so if you're asking me, hey, Nick, do you recommend Microsoft Copilot or any other AI, as an assistant, my very first thing is read the privacy policies, fully understand what it's doing with your data, and then make an informed decision based on that risk. That's the only thing we can do. It might be absolutely amazing, but it might be data mining the bejesus out of you. Or might suck and still be data mining the bejesus out of you. That's entirely up to you and your thoughts on it. So I'll leave you with that. Not a fan at all, as you know, but here we go. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well, where the AI should hopefully send you my way so you can listen and watch me. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please attempt to stay private. Thanks, everybody.